Hi, good day everyone. This is Vincent Price. So for today's video, I am going to discuss to you about the bilingual education policies and programs in the Philippines. So before that, let us first define what is bilingual in education policy. So in education policy, bilingualism refers to the use of two languages as a medium of instruction for students that is considered part of or the entire school curriculum. So as opposed to simply teaching a second language as a subject. So depending on the goal, there are several models of bilingual education available. So the most common of which are the additive and subtractive models. Both languages are given equal value and recognition in additive bilingual education programs, and they are systematically taught and learned throughout the years of schooling, with a goal of developing literacy and communication skills in two languages for learners. So in subtractive or transitional bilingual education programs, one language, such as the learner's mother tongue or minority language, is used to promote the acquisition of the other language, such as the second or subsequent language, which is often the official or dominant language, and its teaching and learning is gradually reduced, as the goal for learners is to develop literacy and communication skills in the second language. What are the existing bilingual and education policies in the Philippines? So the Philippine Bilingual Education Policy, or BEP, the Department of Education, Culture and Sports, or DEX, promulgated its language policy in accordance with the 1987 constitutional mandate and declared policy of the National Board of Education, or NBE, on bilingualism in schools. NBE Resolution numbers 73-7 series of 1973. So the policy was first implemented in 1974 when DEX issued Department Order number 25 section implementing guidelines for the policy on bilingual education, published in 1974. So in the Philippines, bilingual education is defined operationally as the use of Filipino and English as separate mediums of instruction in specific subject areas. So according to DEX Order number 25, the language of instruction in social studies or social sciences, music, arts, physical education, home economics, practical arts, and character education shall be Filipino. So it changed to Filipino in 1987. Science, mathematics, and technology subjects are given priority over English. The same subject allocation is provided in 1987. Bilingual education policy, which is distributed via Department Order number 52, series of 1987. What are the pros and cons of bilingual in education policy for individuals, especially students, and the nation? So the pros are so the bilingual education policy could make better career opportunities, can be quite beneficial for your travels. You may be able to work abroad, you may be able to work as private language tutor, and it may improve our mental capabilities. So what are the cons? So the cons are, it may be hard at the beginning. Bilingual education may require more time to learn. Students may have problem to understand certain topics. It may increase the stress levels of students. Bilingual education can shift a student's focus. So what are the challenges faced by teachers, students, parents, and other stakeholders in the implementation or development of bilingual education policy? First, lack of language development opportunity. Students with a poorest oral language skills spend the majority of their time in desk-oriented nonverbal instructional activities, So the opposite is also true. Students with the greatest oral language skills spend the most time engaged in verbal instructional activities. Second, limited use of the native language. So when the native language is not maintained, so important links to family and other community members may be lost. Third, failure to use the vernacular. So using the vernacular language has an irresistible appeal for the way the students are able to relate to it, as well as for its great explanatory potential. Next, rules and regulation. So the implementation of bilingual education programs has been accompanied by the many rules and regulation that have hampered greater success. So such rules and regulations become a hindrance to the program's successful implementation. Such, such constraints may affect teachers' characteristics, the language to be used, the relationship between funding sources, and the role of the teachers and paraprofessional staff, limitation in the use of native language, and a variety of other factors. So that's the end of my video presentation. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.